From the house Mecca,
Kind of like where our conversations be going. Like, I don't know if y'all been around, but like when we talking, our conversations kind of just go everywhere, kind of randomly, just like pile on top of each other with a bunch of shit.
The world famous Rick Wilson. We're going global with this one. Yeah, free disco.
And that's kind of where it came from. But then also like the time and where we was meeting. I think everything about it is like a ClusterFunk, you know what I mean? Like, they were like, you know, you guys were like, we've been doing this, look, we've been doing this for 16 years, 17 years. We were like, you know what I mean, we've been doing this shit, we love this shit, so we're gonna do this the right way, we're gonna do it this way. And I was like, cool. It's kind of that, but then also the pandemic was happening. Then also it was like, fucking the uprising. And I wasn't even thinking, it was kind of like the election was coming up too.
One man's death has rekindled this movement around the world.
We're in the heart of the Cuban American community, and there is a lot of support for Donald Trump.
They were talking about like,
there was really specific conversations about prison reform and things like that.
And like just about our ideology on all that, and like where all that fit. And then the contrast of everything, you know what I mean? Like what we were talking about on the type of like records we were doing, you know what I mean? It all just kind of feels like a cluster of like everything. And that's kind of what my brain was too. I didn't know if I was like really even an artist, you know what I mean? Like a full-time like touring. Like I knew I was an artist, but I didn't know I was like a full-time touring artist. I didn't know what was going on with that. You know what I mean? No one knew what was happening with anything, you know what I mean? I remember when I was here, me and you went and we shot like the telethon. Remember we were recording shit, like we were doing the live show in front of cameras. Everything was just a clusterfuck. You know what I mean? Like what the fuck was going on? I was going on long ass walks. You know what I mean? And no one was outside.
Yeah.
Every time you'd be like, what you do
running?
today?
Weren't you running like crazy too?
No, wake up and run, and then I take a shower and walk around and write the lyrics. Yeah, because I can't. Yeah.
What's that guy doing?
Yeah, because I can't sit down and write.
Or like all of us together, me and Dave a lot too, but to be honest, it's what I would say is as we worked on this album over about 2 years, we really got to know you. And we had a sense that we wanted the listener to get, you know, to encounter all these different aspects of your personality in your life that you would talk to us about in conversation.
Right? Mariam Kaba, like I remember, like because I had a friend. I think she's involved with Barnard, Mariam Kaba, and I taught at Barnard. I taught at that college. So like I was like, wait, there's a connection there, and then she's on the record.
We're still a country that lives with fear, always a lot of fear, and also a country that still feels unsafe, even though we lock up 2.4 million people in our country.
It needed more.
It really glued it together.
Yeah,
like,
it needed more because it's like you're so much of a community person.
Yeah.
So you got to put the community on the record.
Yeah, and I was at the crib a lot because it was COVID when I was writing it. So it was like everything was just. That's probably the most inspired like raps I ever did. Like just being at the crib because I was, you know what I mean? I was living with my family at the time. There was no tour.
So many parts of your life on this record because like. You got the little snippet with like the weirdo British dude with the piranha.
Like a piranha. You know, like a piranha? Like
you see the
fish.
piranha
you know, the fish,
something like that?
You know, a fish.
Yeah.
And the piranha, you know?
That's my friend Ibrahim, yeah. It was the night after we all woke up and he was explaining some shit. And I was like, I'm just going to record you. I was just recording, and then he said that crazy ass shit. And I was like, I'm keeping that.
And then so that, and you got your mom's on there.
Yeah. My mom leave me voicemails.
If you tell him something is gone, he would always go and check and look. And on a number of occasions, he would find. He was a good looker because he could find things. I always had him looking for stuff.
My mom and my like aunties, they leave voicemails. I don't know if that's like a, I don't know, people born in the 60s. So yeah, they leave voicemails. I don't be listening to this shit. I didn't listen to it till you told me to text this shit out. I didn't listen to it, and you were like, just bring me something. I was like, well, let me listen to these voicemails. You know what I mean?
Oh wow!
Yeah.
You never heard them?
Yeah,
before?
my dad's voicemails are so I shouldn't never listen to them. And my dad's like, hey son, we're going here. But then my mom's like, Richard, what were you doing?
Like she's talking to you.
She's literally just talking to me like I'm there. I'm there. Just keep talking.
The best one is the 719. What is that again?
Yeah, it was something like
it's 719.
Yeah.
Like, why is it? Yeah. Why don't you
like
just say
early
720? Those are my favorite parts of it because it makes
the poem. That's a voicemail.
Work hard, focus, and don't give up. When I say those words, I think about my nephew, Rick Wilson. When I want to motivate my students, I tell them Rick Wilson's story. When I think about the stages that he has performed on and the places that he has been, I'm just in amazement. And I let them know you could do it too. Keep going forward, and God bless you.
Yeah. Oh, that's the best. Before the last song.
Yeah, my auntie just left me that poem. She said, my 8th grade class is graduating, you know, I got this poem for them. Let me know what you think about it. And that's the poem.
See, that's what I'm saying.
So the album was done before we put that stuff in.
No, but I was like, I told you. I was like, you got to put in a bunch of stuff in there. And even the little drop. Isn't there like a Chicago train?
Subway? Yeah, doors closing after the first song.
All that is so important. Because it just gives it like a vibrancy, I think. And like, then we really feel like we're on that, you know.
There's a context.
Yeah, context to it. And plus, like, come on, King Louis on the first song. Yeah. Please.
Yeah, that shit was,
How?
I stay sucker free in the land of lollipops. I'm a G that make G's with a lot of Glocks. Red bone, hell long, thicker than the plot. If I pick up, she say she down and give me top.
Every line's funny.
Yeah.
He's so deadpan. Like, he sounds like a gangster and every line's
like, yeah. But that's the Chicago humor. It's so like, it's not like dry, but it's like these niggas' voices is just so monotone. It's either, I don't know, it's like contrast. Because it's like niggas like me, it's like, and then it's like people that are just like, dude ass, man.
Yeah.
I don't even know.
Like,
you know what I mean?
Psychodrama, yeah, straight up.
Yeah, man.
But he sounds great.
Two twins get hit together.
There's so many good lines.
He's going all over
every line's funny.
Yeah, every
all
line's
over the place.
very good.